This is Princess Angelique Monét, and we are here at the Hamptons International Film Festival with an amazing filmmaker. Tell us more about your film.
My film was the story of Mildred and Richard Loving. They were an interracial couple who married in the late 50s in Virginia against the law. They were promptly arrested, thrown into jail, and exiled from Virginia for 25 years. They eventually took their case to the Supreme Court, and it overturned all the anti-miscegenation statutes in the country.
Wow, that sounds like an amazing story. Now, how did you get involved in this?
I read Mildred Loving's obit in May of 2008, and I was amazed that no one had done a documentary on her life before. I just felt it was an overlooked and very important story. So I committed myself to telling it, and I'm glad I did.
Storytelling. So tell me, have you been in more film festivals, or is this your first?
No, I've been at a few other film festivals, but this is wonderful. It's always great to be at the Hamptons.
And where are you from?
I'm from Durham, North Carolina, and I also reside in New York City.
Okay, so do you have any other projects coming up that we can expect to see? And
I do. I'm working on an amazing story about a ballerina named Tanneke Leclerc, who was the muse for both George Balanchine and Jerome Robbins. Balanchine actually married her. She was his fifth wife, and at age 27, she was stricken with polio. And she never danced again. So it's really a story about art and the muse and artist relationship and thwarted dreams.
So you tell a lot of stories about hope and how people overcame obstacles. How long have you been a filmmaker?
I've actually started making films as a director in 2008. I've produced a few films, and before that I ran a film festival. I founded the Full Frame Documentary Film Festival in North Carolina and ran that for 10 years.
Well, that sounds great. So how can we find out more about you?
Well, actually, I would suggest going to my website, lovingfilm.com, and also I have a Facebook page, so that probably is the best way to do it for now. I'd love to get more friends on my Facebook page. Nancy Buirski, and also The Loving Story is the name of the film.
From out of the pitch black darkness, something woke me and Richard from a deep, peaceful sleep.
It was about 2 a.m. And I saw this light, and I woke up, and it was the policeman standing beside the bed. And he told us to get up, that we was under arrest.
They got us up and drove us off to Bowling Green, Virginia, to jail. And that walk into jail is a journey down. It is long and chilling, even in June.
Somebody talked to me. And at the time, they had a sheriff up there that it was just as crooked as it could be. He just did what he wanted to.
Almighty God created the races, and he placed them on separate continents. The fact that he separated the races shows that he did not intend for the races to mix.
The film will be on HBO. It's actually having its TV premiere on Valentine's Day, which is very fitting because it's a love story. So it will be on HBO on Valentine's Day 2012. And again, one can also find out more on our Facebook page, The Loving Story.
You know, a lot of filmmakers have problems with distribution, especially documentary filmmakers. How did you get your project on HBO? Do you have a syndicate, and what is your advice for individuals?
I was fortunate because I knew some of the producers at HBO, and they heard about my film, and they were just interested. So they looked at it as it was progressing, and they came on as co-producers. They're wonderful partners. I'm very, very fortunate to have them on board.
So for filmmaking, everyone, you have to have the talent, and then you have to know the right people. Is that what your advice would be?
I would say make your film, be really passionate about it, work hard, and you'll find a way to distribute it. I was fortunate, but I think that if you have a good film and you really work hard, you'll find a way to distribute it.